Thanks, Tori and Mike. We would like to welcome those of you just joining us on NASA's social media platforms. I'm Stephanie Martin. The SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket and Dragon spacecraft are poised to lift off at 5:42 a.m. this morning. Today's launch will be an instantaneous launch window, meaning SpaceX has only a single second to launch. This will be SpaceX's second cargo resupply mission of the year. The Dragon spacecraft and Falcon 9 will deliver 5,900 pounds of crew, research, supplies, and other hardware to the orbiting laboratory. The Dragon spacecraft launching on today's mission was previously flown on SpaceX's 9th cargo resupply mission, and the Falcon 9 launched NASA's exoplanet Hunter spacecraft, known as TESS, earlier this year. So for now, let's go back to Amanda Griffin. She's standing out in the field.
Thanks, Stephanie. So people are starting to gather out here. We can't wait for this Falcon 9 to light up this early morning sky out here. And there are quite a few plant experiments going to space station today. And among them is space algae. Growing algae in space may help to recycle carbon dioxide while providing food for long-duration missions. Many species of algae are rich in proteins and oils important for human nutrition. Antioxidants from algae may also help mitigate harmful effects of microgravity and cosmic radiation during spaceflight. While we want to understand how plants grow in space, we also know how plants here on Earth are responding to ever-warming conditions. As Earth's climate changes, some regions are undergoing longer and more frequent droughts with more extreme conditions expected. By using the space station, ECOSTRESS will give scientists early warnings about plant stress. Current satellite data on plant color shows regions where plants are so stressed that they've turned brown. By that time, plants are already dead and others are too stressed to save. ECOSTRESS's temperature measurements will show where plants are still green and healthy, but struggling to stay cool and conserve water. The data could give agricultural water managers time to intervene with the right amount of water when it's most needed. Just another way we are working off the Earth for the Earth. And speaking of the importance of watering plants, so EcoStress is dealing with water here on Earth, and I know I have with me Trent Smith. He's the Veggie Project Manager, and I know watering plants in space and in microgravity is an issue.
Oh, yeah.
We're not going to get into that this morning, but I understand you have some special seeds on board, and can you tell me about those and maybe who helped you pick those?
Sure thing. And first of all, we have a wasabi mustard that we're going to send up, and I think the astronauts will like that spiciness. We have red Russian kale. And down in South Florida, we have we've partnered with the Fairchild Tropical Botanic Garden, and we have more than 100 schools down there growing plants for science for our NASA scientists. And they identified and tested dragoon lettuce and extra dwarf pak choi. Those did good, well in the school classroom. We tested them here. Now they're on board Dragon.
So I guess the mindset is if they could grow in a classroom, they could grow in space.
Yeah. You know, the classroom can be a tough place, especially across all the different schools. And I think of it as a robustness index.
I love it, citizen science. So apart from, making sure that these plants can thrive, what other aspects are you looking for plant choice?
Yeah. So space plants really need to germinate well, grow quickly. They need to be compact because we have limited volume in veggie and APH. So they need to grow fast and taste good.
So speaking of tasting good, I understand that astronauts like spicy things like that
Yep.
wasabi mustard you're sending up.
Exactly.
Why is that?
So in gravity, our hearts are pumping the blood against gravity, and in microgravity, well, it doesn't happen, and so the fluid shifts to the head. And so if you've ever had a head cold, things might taste a little different.
Sure.
And so we think that astronauts will really like the spicy wasabi mustard because it does give you that horseradish wasabi flavor.
Right, I bet. So what are the future plans for more citizen science like this?
Yeah, so we have actually students in Ohio, Puerto Rico, and South Florida that are helping us, and we're going to meet with the Fairchild scientists and identify different questions that we have and develop experimental methods for the students to perform this next semester.
I love it. The students get to be part of real NASA missions,
Yeah.
and do the astronauts get to actually eat the crops they chose?
So these new crops, we have undergone the food safety testing. The results look good. We still got to go talk to the flight docs and the safety board, but I'm very hopeful.
I'm so excited for these kids that got to choose that. So
Me
thanks so much for engaging them and for Veggie.
My pleasure.
Thanks. And back to you, Stephanie.
Thanks, Amanda. At T-minus 6 minutes, we're closing in on the final activities leading up to today's launch. Let's go back to the control room with Tori and Mike to follow the final countdown.
Thanks, Stephanie. And yes, we are at T-minus 6 minutes and counting. Welcome to those of you just joining us on social media. We are here at Hangar AE in Cape Canaveral Air Force Station, supporting the SpaceX CRS-15 launch of the Falcon 9 and the Dragon spacecraft that will deliver science and supplies to the International Space Station. For now, let's get you caught up to speed on today's launch countdown and what you can expect from here on out. Mike?
Yes, Tori, the Air Force Launch Weather Officer, Mike McAleenan, continues to give us a go forecast and current conditions, so weather is not a concern. The Air Force Eastern Range, or the range which is responsible for public safety during launches from here on the East Coast, has been coordinating with SpaceX and the NASA teams, ensuring that the launch area and the flight path are clear for the launch of the Falcon 9 rocket. Everything's looking good in that regard as well. The range starts at the launch pads at Cape Canaveral Air Force Station and Kennedy Space Center and extends eastward out over the Atlantic Ocean into the Indian Ocean. The range coordinator has verified that the range is go for launch. At T-minus 5 minutes, the range will complete communications checks, and then at T-minus 2 minutes, the range control officer will verify that the eastern range is officially go for launch.
And the Falcon 9 flying today is a two-stage rocket. The first stage has 9 engines named Merlin. The second stage has a single Merlin engine which can operate in the vacuum of space. The engines are fueled by RP-1, which is a rocket-grade kerosene, and liquid oxygen. RP-1 fueling of both the Falcon 9 stages began on time at T-minus 1 hour and 10 minutes. Liquid oxygen began flowing into both rocket stages as planned at T-minus 35 minutes. And teams will begin setting up for final fuel at T-minus 7 minutes. We are now at T-minus 5 minutes and counting, and about T-minus 10, the launch director verified about T-minus 10 minutes with the mission manager that the Dragon spacecraft was moved to internal power.
That's right, and the Falcon 9 first stage engines were chilled down prior to launch. That occurred at T-minus 7 minutes. This allows the engines to be cold enough to safely move the propellants or fuel through them. Shortly after that, the Falcon 9 began to move to internal power, and the system responsible for igniting the engines, TTEB, just before liftoff, was pressurized at T-minus 6 minutes.
The strongback, which is the structure next to the Falcon 9, will begin to retract to its launch position at T-minus 4 minutes and 50 seconds. The thrust vector control actuators will be moved or gimbaled, and this is the system which allows for the control of the vehicle while in flight that will occur at T-minus 2 minutes and 55 seconds.
We currently are at T-minus 4 minutes and counting. At T-minus 1 minute, the SpaceX Falcon 9 computer will begin its final pre-launch checks. And then at T-minus 45 seconds, SpaceX launch director Mike Taylor will verify go for launch.
And at liftoff, the Falcon 9 will produce 1.7 million pounds of thrust, which is greater than 5 747s at full power.
After liftoff, the Falcon 9 will begin a maneuver called a pitch kick at 10 seconds into flight. This move gets the rocket flying on its correct path. You can see that the strongback has retracted to its pre-launch position of 88.3 degrees. At 1 minute 5 seconds after liftoff, the Falcon 9 will reach transonic speed and will pass through the area of maximum aerodynamic pressure, or max Q, at at 1 minute 18 seconds after liftoff.
And at the time of launch today, the International Space Station will be over the South Pacific, southeast of New Zealand at an altitude of 258 statute miles.
T-minus 3 minutes and counting, and from now until liftoff, we'll be monitoring the countdown net, the primary circuit used by the SpaceX launch team during the terminal count.
Stage 1 launch to close out for flight.
Weather remains go. The strongback has reached its launch position of 88.3 degrees. Liquid oxygen venting from both first and second stages of the Falcon 9 rocket as it sits on the launch pad at Space Complex 40 on Cape Canaveral Air Force Station. T-minus 2 minutes 10 seconds and counting.
Stage 2 launch to close out for flight.
Stage 2 liquid oxygen closed out for flight, signifying a good liquid oxygen load. next major milestone. At T-minus 1 minute 5 seconds, the autonomous flight termination system will be checked and termed ready for
Gas
launch.
close has started.
1 minute 25 seconds. T-minus 1 minute 10 seconds and counting.
Vehicles in startup.
Falcon 9 is in startup mode. Flight computer is making its final pre-launch checks. Propellant tanks are
Go for launch.
flight pressure, and as you hear, Launch Director Mike Taylor gives a go for launch of today's SpaceX CRS-15 mission. T-minus 30 seconds.
Gas closeout's complete.
The pad deluge water system will be activated at T-minus 18 seconds.
Stage 1 tanks present for flight.
T-minus 15 seconds.
Everything is go.
10, 9,
T-minus 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition and liftoff. The Falcon 9 rocket powers the Dragon spacecraft toward the International Space Station, laden with new research for the multinational crew.
Visual prop is nominal. Vehicle is pitching downrange.
At 1 minute, 5 seconds after liftoff, Falcon 9 reaches transonic speed. The vehicle will pass through the area of maximum aerodynamic pressure, or max Q, at 1 minute 18 seconds after liftoff. This is the point
power and telemetry nominal.
when mechanical stress on the rocket reaches its peak because of the rocket's velocity and resistance created by the Earth's atmosphere.
One minute into flight. Confirmation that the Falcon 9 is supersonic. As you can see the contrail as the rocket passes through maximum dynamic pressure.
Vehicle has reached maximum dynamic pressure.
Just over 1 minute left in the flight of the first stage of the Falcon 9. At around 2 minutes 35 seconds into the flight, all 9 engines will sequentially shut down and you'll hear the call MECO, which is main engine cutoff.
MVAC engine chill.
The MVAC is the second stage Merlin vacuum engine. It's being chilled for its operation, which will get underway in a little bit more than 30 seconds. Standing by for main engine cutoff.
MECO.
Stage separation confirmed.
MECO and stage separation confirmed. The first stage of the Falcon 9 rocket, having done its job, falls away from the second stage.
MVAC ignition.
MVAC ignition. The Merlin vacuum engine has ignited.
Stage 1 AFTS is saved.
The MVAC engine and the second stage will burn for about 6.5 minutes, bringing Dragon into low Earth orbit. The engine produces 210,000 pounds of thrust.
Vehicle is on a nominal trajectory.
Repeat acquisition of signal.
Coming up on 4 minutes into the flight of Falcon and Dragon. First stage falling away in the upper left portion of your picture. Second stage continues to burn with Dragon on its way to the International Space Station. 4 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in this burn of the MVAC engine.
Position at New Hampshire.
Coming up on 5 minutes after launch, everything continues to go well. The first stage in the lower left portion of your picture, not returning to the launch site today. Safely being disposed of. Meanwhile, stage 2 continues to burn. 3 minutes, 5 seconds remaining before SECO, second stage engine cutoff. Six minutes after launch, propulsion officer says everything continues to look healthy on the Merlin vacuum engine. 2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in this burn. Two minutes remaining before SECO. Second stage engine doing its job, taking the Dragon spacecraft to its assigned
Vehicle
position in
remains
space.
on a nominal trajectory.
Seven minutes, 2 seconds after launch, just under a minute and a half remaining in the burn. Falcon second stage remaining on the proper trajectory. Everything looks good. One minute remaining in the burn of the Falcon 9 second stage. Eight minutes after launch, everything continues to go well.
Stage 2 is in terminal guidance.
Stage 2 is in terminal guidance.
Stage 2 AFDS has safed.
Autonomous flight termination system is safe. about 15 seconds away from second stage engine cutoff. Engine shut down.
Nominal orbit insertion.
And as you hear, normal orbit insertion.
Acquisition of signal Newfoundland.
Next major milestone will be the deploy of the Dragon spacecraft. Looking at the SpaceX Mission Control Center in Hawthorne, California, standing by for Dragon deploy in 13 seconds. And we have Dragon separation. Dragon flying on its own.
Dragon confirmed separation.
Confirmed separation as Dragon begins its journey toward the International Space Station. One minute away from the begin of solar array deploy. This will ensure that the Dragon spacecraft is powered for its trip to the space station. This is just the beginning of a carefully choreographed series of Draco thruster firings to reach the space station, and all that activity will be managed and monitored here at the International Space Station Flight Control Room at Mission Control Center in Houston, Texas. You can see the view in the right of the International Space Station crew standing by for solar array deploy of on the Dragon spacecraft in about 10 seconds.
This is Dragon CC on countdown. Dragon's propulsion system has successfully primed, and all thrusters report ready for firing.
Standing by for confirmation of solar array deploy.
Dragon is deploying its solar arrays.
And as you can see, the solar arrays deploying on the Dragon spacecraft. This will provide power to Dragon as it initiates its journey toward the International Space Station. Twelve and a half minutes after liftoff, everything went very well. Dragon is where it belongs in space. The solar arrays locking into place.
So as Dragon unfurls its solar arrays, the spacecraft will continue its journey to the International Space Station. Dragon will arrive at the station on Monday, July 2nd. NASA television coverage begins at 5:30 a.m. Eastern.
Processing on New Hampshire.
For Dragon rendezvous, grapple, and berthing to the station, capture is scheduled for approximately 7 a.m. Following at 9 a.m. Eastern is coverage of the installation to the station's Harmony module. NASA astronaut Ricky Arnold, backed by fellow NASA astronaut Drew Feustel, will supervise the operation of the Canadarm2 robotic arm for Dragon's capture, while NASA astronaut Serena Anand-Chancellor monitors the spacecraft systems. After Dragon capture, ground commands will be sent from Mission Control in Houston for the station's arm to rotate it and install it on the bottom of the station's Harmony module.
13 minutes, 45 seconds after launch, a successful launch, and the deploy of the Dragon and its journey to the International Space Station well underway. That will wrap up our coverage from here in Falcon Launch Control, Stephanie, and for now we will send it back to you.
Thank you both. Dragon's journey now continues as it approaches the International Space Station. For more on Dragon's course, let's go back to NASA's Dan Hewitt in Mission Control at Johnson Space Center. Dan?
Hey, Stephanie, and again, welcome back, everybody. A successful launch. Always great to see Dragon in orbit and now on its way to the International Space Station. As you heard, it's going to start doing some thruster firing, so the engines on Dragon are actually going to fire over the next several days, and it's going to raise its orbit. It's only a little ways off the Earth now. Eventually, it's going to be all the way up in the same level as the International Space Station, about 250 statute miles over the Earth's surface. After it executes these firings over the next couple of days, it'll get into the station's neighborhood on Monday, and then the folks here in this room in Mission Control Houston will be working very closely with the teams out in Hawthorne, California, overseeing Dragon systems as the two work to bring Dragon in on the final stretches. It's going to go through a series of checkpoints on Monday morning before eventually arriving at what's known as the capture point, which is about 30 feet away from the station. And as you heard Tori talk about, the prime robotics operator for that day, Ricky Arnold, will control the robotic arm, reach out, grapple the Dragon spacecraft, and then hand it over to the teams back down here on the ground to actually get Dragon installed. And then it'll be time to open up the hatch, that usually coming sometimes a couple of hours later, but usually the day after, and then unloading all of that science. And just a reminder, we'll be doing that live coverage on Monday, July 2nd. We'll be starting at 5:30 a.m. Eastern Time, capture coming right around 7 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Central here in Houston, and we'll break for a little bit, coming back on for the installation coverage. But for now, Dragon in orbit, a successful launch. It's on its way to the space station, and we can't wait for it to get there. So with that, I'll hand it over to you, Stephanie. Great morning, great Dragon in orbit.
Thanks, Dan. This concludes our live coverage of the launch of Falcon 9, sending Dragon filled with 5,900 pounds of research and crew supplies to the International Space Station. For more information about the space station, please visit www.nasa.gov/station. And for more information about this mission, please visit www.nasa.gov/SpaceX. And don't forget to tune in to the post-launch news conference on NASA television at 8 a.m. this morning Eastern Time. I'm Stephanie Martin. From the team here at Kennedy Space Center, we'd like to thank you for joining us. And we will now leave you with a replay of today's launch.
Everything is go.
10, 9,
T-minus 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition and liftoff. The Falcon 9 rocket powers the Dragon spacecraft toward the International Space Station, laden with new research for the multinational crew.
Visual prop is nominal. Vehicle is pitching downrange.
At 1 minute and 5 seconds after liftoff, Falcon 9 reaches transonic speed. The vehicle will pass through the area of maximum aerodynamic pressure, or max Q, at 1 minute 18 seconds after liftoff. This is the point
power and telemetry nominal.
when mechanical stress on the rocket reaches its peak because of the rocket's velocity and resistance created by the Earth's atmosphere.
One minute into flight.
Vehicle is supersonic.
Confirmation that the Falcon 9 is supersonic. passes through maximum dynamic pressure.